So, welcome, boxing fans. Welcome. Today we're going to discuss two forms of ridiculousness, so to speak. The first being Deontay Wilder being rattled over Mike Tyson, and how many Hall of Famers that Mike Tyson has fought. It's ridiculous, actually.
Yeah, I said it. I don't give a damn.
But it is what it is. The second being Luis King Kong Ortiz, who actually wants to take on Mike Tyson. Another form of ridiculousness.
It's a lot of shite, to be honest with you.
Anyway, let's start with Deontay. Deontay is riding in his car, and he's talking with a fan or a friend or whatever. And all of a sudden, a comment came up from someone that Deontay wouldn't survive or didn't survive the Mike Tyson era, which rattled him considerably.
Okay, so this person say
It's crazy.
he didn't overcome the Mike Tyson era.
Say what?
I've been waiting on that. I've been waiting on somebody to say something about that.
What is it?
Is it? You didn't overcome the Mike Tyson era.
Listen, folks. Half of y'all don't know your history about when it comes to this sport of boxing. Let's face it, you do not know your history.
You don't know your history either, apparently.
All you know is what you hear. People, y'all so.
Come on, Deontay. Get it together.
Go back and do your facts. Go back and do your history. We love Mike Tyson. Of course, we love them all. You know what I'm saying? I love them all. We love them all. They did a great job back in the time. But go back and look up your facts. Go back. All right. Everybody was scared of Mike Tyson, let's face it, because of his aggressiveness and what he would say, the things he would do. It would be, people called him a psycho. He was nuts. So of course, if a person go crazy all the time, people gonna get fearful of the person. That's of course. And I want somebody to answer this question for me. How many Hall of Famers fighters did Mike Tyson actually fight? How many Hall of Famers did Mike Tyson actually fight? And don't bring up no Michael Spinks that came from a light heavyweight to heavyweight that was terrified out of his motherfucking boots. And don't bring up Larry Holmes, because we already know Larry was way past his prime.
Come on, dude. Get it together. It was 4 Hall of Famers that Mike Tyson fought. Deontay, you can't selectively bring up Hall of Famers and selectively subtract Hall of Famers. That's both ludicrous and asinine.
They saying 6.
6, name them. Logistically, somebody credibility, Hall of Famers, name them. Sure, I'll be waiting. We gonna do homework today. I'm gonna take y'all to school that y'all don't know nothing about what you talking about.
Alright, some people
had to get on
people saying 2.
How many? Come on, give it to me. How many?
Somebody said 3.
How many?
They are Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Larry Holmes, and Michael Spinks.
Oh my God, Mike Tyson, is he crazy? Mike Tyson, shut the up. You don't know the you talking about.
Shut up, fool!
Okay, I am Bambo.
Go do your research.
Lewis and Holyfield.
Thank you.
My
Only 2, my
I think your math is a little bit off there, Deontay.
Only 2.
It's 4, okay? Check it again.
It's a lot of shite, to be honest with you.
Holyfield beat him twice and Lennox beat him. Only 2. So what the y'all talking about?
Lewis and Holyfield.
Now you go back and do your history. Everybody else was scared. Nobody want no Hall of Famers. Only 2. So get the out of here.
Deontay's focus seems to be on the wrong Tyson. This is the Tyson he should actually be worried about. The one who took his belt away from him.
Go and do your research.
We have done our homework.
When y'all do with me, when you come to me, do your facts and research.
It's a lot of shite, to be honest with you.
As a man, I can accept it.
No, don't like that.
I don't care about criticism. I actually like it.
It's a lot of shite, to be honest with you.
I don't think you like criticism so well, Deontay, because the first comment in the beginning of your video, you didn't seem to be able to take that too well. So I beg to differ.
I laugh at because it's funny. When you're a person that knows the truth and somebody trying to muster you up and sour your sandwich out,
Sour your sandwich out? Wait a minute. How did we get from Hall of Famers to sour sandwiches all of a sudden? You lost me there, dude. I guess Mike Tyson really gets him rattled.
You laugh at that shit, you a bite it too and see how it tastes. It might be something that you never had a recipe of.
What? What the was that?
But don't never taste good, so I spit it out.
Ew.
But when you come to me, do your facts on me. I am who I am. God made me who I am. My style is what it is.
Yeah, I said it. I don't give a damn.
Somebody can break it, then let me see it. And when I bless you with that opportunity, don't it up or tease it. Nigga.
Wow, dude. Well, let us move on to King Kong Ortiz. And remember, this is my opinion, my biased opinion. And Ortiz is a good fighter. I'm not taking away from him. But he couldn't do anything with Wilder. And Wilder is not what you call a skilled boxer. Wilder has a lethal right hand. I'll give him his props on that one. He has a lethal right hand, but he is not a skilled boxer. His balance is off. He swings wild, and he depends on his one trick each time, his lethal right hand. A good boxer bides his time and only takes a knockout if he sees it coming. Wilder cannot box, okay? Let's call it what it is. If someone would take Wilder and polish his boxing skills up, and then, in combination with his lethal right hand, Wilder would cream the entire heavyweight division, probably.
Come on.
I mean, he would be something to really deal with, because he would have boxing skills and a lethal right hand.
There you go.
That would be something to contend with there. But that's not the case. He depends on his right hand when he goes into a fight and trying to land it, biding his time until that lands. In the meantime, while he's biding his time, he's losing rounds. That's not a good thing. That's why you have to have boxing skills. You should.
Duh.
Now, Ortiz, on the other hand, as I said, Ortiz is a good fighter, but Ortiz couldn't do anything with Wilder in both occasions when they met. So it's not saying much for Ortiz's resume. And Wilder's not that great of a boxer, so Ortiz, that's not saying much for you, dude. Now, here's what's going to happen, in my opinion. If you take on Mike Tyson was the youngest heavyweight champ at 20 years old. Mike Tyson was trained as a professional when he was coming up. One of the first things they learned Mike Tyson is how to slip punches. Now let that one circle around in your head for a minute. A fighter that can slip punches can get to you, okay?
Duh.
There's no doubt about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Nothing to think about. If a fighter can slip your punches, he's going to get to you. So, Mr. Ortiz, let that swim around in your head. Let it sink in. Mike Tyson has superior, not good, but superior upper body movement. It's tough to deal with a fighter like that. He's hard to hit, and he will hit you because he will slip all of your punches, pretty much all of them. Just his upper body movement alone can be a main factor to say, arguably, Mr. Ortiz, you won't be able to touch Mike Tyson. You won't be able to lay a glove on him. And if you do, you won't hurt him. Now, I know you have a knockout punch. You can knock people out. I know he's a brawler. He can brawl. But Mike Tyson is a superior boxer compared to Ortiz. And Ortiz wouldn't be able to do much with the superior boxer. He couldn't do much with Wilder, and Wilder is not a superior boxer. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video here because the rest is just utterly ridiculousness and asinine, to say the least.
Duh.
So, Mr. Wilder, Mr. Ortiz, you should keep the words Mike Tyson out of your mouth because he's too experienced, and even at 54 years old, he's still in relatively good enough shape to cause both of you fighters many, many problems. So, I'm going to end it with that. Thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is your Renaissance Man, bringing you the latest from boxing. Take care. Peace.